Hello, ben geldim. Şimdi Hogwarts'ın yeni bölümündeyiz. Bu bölümde şu görevi yapacağız. Öncelikle şu geçen bölüm almıştık zaten bu görevi. Bu görevi yapalım. Şu görevden bir kurtulalım. Sonra bilgilerimizi öğrenelim. Zaten öğrenmek için de bir savaşa girmem gerekiyordu. Sonra da ana göreve gidelim diyorum ben.
This looks intriguing.
Bir dakika, şurada bir şey var mıydı?
Revelio. Levioso, Depulso, Glacius, Confringo. Levioso.
Abi ben kullanamıyorum.
Confringo. Confringo. Confringo. Is that Infurious wearing a woolly jumper? That must be Bardolph. Confringo.
Bir saniye. Yok mu? Ne demek ki yok?
Confringo. Confringo. Protego. Glacius. Bardolph's woolen jumper. I'm not sure Madame Beaumont would want to know what really happened to him.
Korkmaktan nefret ediyorum ama geri dönüş yok. Şimdiye kadar lanetlenenlerden ikisinde ustalaşmış gibiyim. Ama daha fazlasını öğrenmek için onların emirlerini yerine getireceğime söz vermeliyim. Korkma, görmelerine izin veremem. Şimdiden arkamdan fısıldaşmaya başladılar bile. Kara büyücülere güvenemem söylendi. Güvenmemem söylendi ama Claire'e kendimi ve yukarı Hogsfield'ı koruyacak kadar büyü yapana kadar duramam.
An entry from Bardolph's journal. He overheard whispers. A plan, something to do with him. Revelio.
Şu anda tanık olduğum şeyden iğreniyorum. Bir infus yaratmışlar. Bir ceset parçalanmış, canlanmış. Gördüklerim karşısında duyduğum dehşeti gizlemeye çalıştım. Ne yazık ki sanırım beni anladılar. Onları cansız olmadığımı ikna etmem gerekiyor. Onların kuyusunu kazmak için burada değilim. Eğer bunu yapmazsam korkarım sıradaki ben olabilirim.
This mentions Inferi, and something about it being Bardolph's turn next. Levioso. Professor Howin will never believe this.
Bir tane daha var, gel buraya.
Revelio. Levioso.
Uzakta.
I'll look after you.
Ama çok yukarıdan uçuyor ya.
Levioso. Revelio. There. I'm not going to hurt you.
Okey, başka yok. Şimdi bana bu iksirden lazım. Ben bu işini alıp gelsem, ben bu iksiri yapmıştım sanki.
Oh, I do hope my brother is all right.
Madame Beaumont, I do have some news of your brother.
Oh, please tell me he's safe.
I regret to say that Bardolph had been turned into an inferius, and I had to kill him.
What? But how could you possibly think that an inferius was my brother Bardolph? That's absurd.
He was wearing a woolen jumper, hand-knitted.
No, this can't be.
I'm truly sorry. I wish it had been better news. I wish you well, Madame Beaumont.
What more could I have done? Oh, Bardolph! What you look... Bardolph! My dear brother!
Yani yalan mı söyleseydin? Gerçeği bilmesi en iyisi.
Thank you for all that you've done for us.
Chips in the hat, if you please.
Şimdi ben Sebastian'la buluşmaya gidiyorum. Bir ana görev yapayım arada. Çok yan görev yaptım zaten. Şu büyüleri öğreneceğim ama şu an öğrenemiyorum. Çünkü ödevleri yapmadım. Bana büyü öğretmiyorlar. Yapamadım daha doğrusu. Neyse burada savaşacak bir şeyler çıkarsa...
Mysterious and a bit unsettling. What to do?
Of, ben niye koşuyorum ya?
Well,
I would say that Irondale is not appropriately named.
I shall be able to travel to and from Feldcroft in an instant.
You made it.
Ben her şeyi başarırım aşko. Bana iyi başardım.
Enjoying the view?
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on, I'll take you to my uncle's. This way.
Hangi taraftan?
Revelio.
Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time, everyone stays out of sight. Here we are. My sister should be just inside. Aha!
Sebastian, where did you... Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy.
Hey!
Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never! I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Leave.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met my first day at Hogwarts, in the Slytherin common room.
Oh, the common room. I adored teasing first years about spotting mermaids through the window. I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft really if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cozy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Auror, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I'll do my best. I can promise to speak with him about it.
Thank you. His search for a cure is futile, I'm afraid. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. I was about to check on Anne. Did I see you come from the house? How is she?
She's all right. She said she was going to rest.
Nothing can be done for her.
Buna mutlaka bir şey vardır.
I'm so sorry. I understand you've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's to no avail.
We have. My nephew thinks he knows better than the healers.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon.
hallederim, tamam abi.
Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
With all due respect, sir, hope could keep Anne's spirits up.
You may mean well, but I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you remember what I've said. Good day.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
I know he's angry, but he's only trying to do what he thinks is best for Anne.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened. Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated.
Hadi gidelim o.
All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something. Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ranrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it. Dead wizard in my book.
Orissa momentum.
I will make you pay.
Not your best moment, I fear.
Bir saniye.
Rather unwise coming.
Confringo.
I won't rest.
This is sad. Really, it is. Can you wait a minute?
You've made your last mistake. Ooh, this shouldn't take long.
Pulsar.
Goblin, not at all!
Confringo. Levioso.
Confringo! You call that spell cut? How nice. Fine. human.
Confringo!
It's as good as. Get away!
Places! Leviosa!
Why don't you come up here and fight me?
Places! Confringo! Leviosa! Protego!
You will regret. Rest. Dead.
Confringo!
No!
Leviosa! Repulso!
Chill spells glance off of me.
Places! Protego! Confringo! Leviosa! Repulso!
I confess, that it's more than I'd bargained for.
Ben
I
olmasam
tried to
ölmüştüm
warn you.
zaten.
Revelio!
Ben yendim. Ya Sebastian muz var şurada. Sebastian ben seni ağzına sıçayım. Yani muz var.
Repulso!
Bunu Riperio yapsam ne olur? Buzla ateş büyüsünün aynı yerde olmaması gerektiğini düşünüyorum. Ben arda arda basıyorum. Çok saçma oluyor.
Reparo! Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
Seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stationed.
Görev oldum diye bakacağım. Yap ne kadar yaparsam yapayım olmuyor çünkü. Ha, olmuş bu sefer tamam.
For everything.
Revelio!
I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more. Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's loyalists. Revelio.
Reminds me of the time I nearly fell out of a car at Christmas. I was only young, mind, not like I call out now. Lucky if I bit him one.
Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumour was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard.
Revelio.
It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
Aşkım ben buraya baktım zaten. Burada bir şey yok ki. Yeni gelmiş.
Sebastian, over here. Do you think this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Revelio. This well looks familiar. Sebastian, I've seen this before. The house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second.
O düşte gördüğümüz yer burası. O kızın evi.
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It all has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a portkey. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out. Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
Lumos. Incendio. Lumos.
Kamptaki ikinci haftam her gün daha fazlası geliyor. Bakın doktorlar ve hatta bazı şifacılarımız onlar için elinden geleni yapıyorlar. Keder elle tutulur cinsten, vebadan kurtulanlar kayıpları yüzünden sonsuza dek zarar görüyorlar. Ateş geçebilir, deri iyileşebilir ve yara izi kalabilir ancak yıkıcı keder kalır. Babama çok benzeyen çocuğunu kaybetmiş bir adam gördüm. Buna dayanamadım. Onu biraz olsun rahatlatmak için yanımda tutuşuyordum. Diğerlerinin yanıldığını düşünmeye başlıyorum. Ruhlara yardım edebilecek güce sahip. Onlara yardım etmek onları müşterilerden kurtarmak kadar keyifli görünüyor.
A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this.
Buraya öğrenmek için geldim ama yardım etmenizi istiyorum. Şimdiki mücadele bunaltıcı. Sanki birbiriyle iyileşmek istiyor ve bunu yapmasını engelleyen kişi benim. Umudumu kaybetmeli miyim? Daha fazlasını yapmadığım için sonsuza dek pişmanlık mı duyacağım? Kalp ağrısını yükünü hafifletebileceğimi bilerek pardon. Gözlerinin içine bakamıyorum. Bugün kamptan ayrılan adamı gördüm. Bana babamı hatırlatan adamı. Ona yardım etmekten zarar gelmezdi değil mi? Elbette araştırmamı iletebilirdim. Ama bu yetenekle iyi bir şey yapmanın tesadüfi bir sonucu olurdu.
Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels.
Revelio.
Lumos. Incendio. Lumos. You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
I know it sounds strange,
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
but fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I have a rare ability to see whispers of ancient magic.
I don't know what I was expecting you to say, but it wasn't that. I knew you weren't telling me everything. Ancient magic. What does that even mean?
I'm not entirely sure, but the Keepers have said that it's a powerful magic that should only be wielded by a select few.
And you can wield it?
I don't know, but Fig and I think that Ranrock has somehow found a way to harness that magic's power.
Are you telling me that goblins may be wielding some sort of wizard magic?
That's what we're trying to find out. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be floored.
We can, but perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come. I'm tempted to hold my breath. Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look. Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
Ne oldu hakkında o kadar bilmiyorum.
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the Keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not. Is it connected to our common room?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to see Anne would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.
Allah kendimi bir anda Hogwarts'ta buldum yine. Neyse şuradan bir çıkayım da.
Meet me near the ruins of Felbutton Castle. After dark. Do not tell anyone.
Niye ben sürekli birilerine hiçbir şey söylüyorum? Herkes gizli gizli işlerini benden çeviriyor. Herkes bütün gizli işlerini benimle çeviriyor. Ben anlamadım bu işi. Gideyim de derse gireyim. Yüzyıllardır derse girmiyorum.
What did you think?
Bilerek ışınlanmıyorum şu anda. Ay görürüm. Ne bileyim anahtar görürüm. Bir şey görürüm diye. Biraz yürümek faydalı. Yani çünkü Hogwarts'ın içinde bulmam gereken çok fazla şey var. Yani belki denk gelir.
Ironically, I didn't see ahead of time how bored I'd be in Nation class.
Nice, so knowledgeable.
What do we have here?
I hope those assignments...
I've completed all of my tasks, Professor Onai.
Very well done. Although I must admit, I did have something of a premonition that you would follow through. Now, as you have no doubt sharpened your perception by completing my assignment, I am curious. Based upon the knowledge that one's present and even one's past may reveal traces of what is to come, what do you see in your own future?
I see good things. After all, the future's mine for the taking, and I shall take what I must.
The future is not etched in stone. It can be carved out by those with very strong wills, and you do seem to possess one. But this talk of tomorrow should not divert us from your present success. I shall inform our good deputy headmistress of your exemplary performance. And if that performance is any omen of what your future may hold, then I, for one, see great things. Channel your magic towards your target. You have it! Now, why not practice the new spell on the training dummy?
Manken nerede ya?
habits.
İyiymiş bu arada. Beğendim.
You must stop preparing and put your newly honed skills to the test outside of the classroom.
Beğendim. Neyse ben burada akşam olmasını bekleyebilir miyim? Şunu alacağım da.
Mine now, demiguys.
Görevim okey. Başka ne görevim varmış? Niye tartışmış ya? Tahmin edelim, öğrenelim. Ben buraya ışınlanamıyorum zaten. Okey bu işim. Tamam. Dönmüyor.
It's you!
Ah, Hogwarts.
Thank you again for finding my gobstone. Never could have done it myself.
Sen hala Cobstones mu diyorsun ya? Of. Buldum getirdim kız hala
Revelio.
Cobstone. Hogwarts sarması 4 evi temsilen asla yılan karta kal ve porsuk ile birlikte okulun sloganını içerir. Draco, Dormines, Nantum, isteğimi, yani büyüyen bir ejderhaya asla gıdıklamam. Ben anahtar sesi duydum. Chat. Vallahi duydum. Ve doğru duymuşum. Ama anahtar buraya gelmemiş.
Alohomora. Revelio.
Anahtarın sesini duymuştum aslında ben ama kendisini
Descendo. Levioso.
anahtar.
Revelio.
Ablam ağlama be valla.
Lumos.
Okey.
Anything to do with the dark art should be avoided. It's too risky.
Burada bekleyin.
Anything to do with Salazar Slytherin is worth the risk.
Revelio.
Büyülü kürsü Hogwarts'ın müdüre ve bölümlerinin yanı sıra Profesör Black'in de okula hitap ettiği yer olarak hizmet vermektedir.
Lumos.
Şimdi bu anahtarın girişini bulmam lazım.
Luke and Brattleby must have nearly wet himself when you won every single...
Tamam az önce de buraya geldim. Niye yok bu? Niye tek attım?
Sendo.
Yanlış büyü pardon. Pardon. Devam edin siz.
Accio.
Ay yine yanlış büyü.
Revelio.
Aa anahtar var. Kız kaçma. Nereye gitti o ya?
Revelio. Alohomora.
Aa, tamam.
Revelio.
Okey burada başka bir şey yok. Dur şu anahtar nereye gitti? Ben taktım o anahtara. Sağda gösteriyor. Kaybettik galiba orayı. Neyse denk gelince bakarız artık. Şurada olabilir mi? Burada bir yerde. Yep bu bence. Şunlara çok iyi tek atıyorum ya.
Revelio.
Salın tavanı kalenin üzerindeki gökyüzünü taklit edilecek şekilde büyülenmiştir. Sandık gördüm, bir saniye.
Accio. Revelio.
Yep. Çocuk ağaç oldu, bir saattir beni bekliyor. Ben etrafımda kovalıyorum. Çok iyi. Aa, burada da varmış.
Yes. What were you and Ominous speaking about?
He's being ridiculous. Apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts. Ominous swears it was used for the dark arts, so he wants nothing to do with it. I reminded him that Anne needs a cure. This scriptorium could hold the answers we need.
Ominous is right. Meddling in the dark arts is dangerous.
There's more to dark magic than people realize. The Gaunts know this better than most. Perhaps I've spoken out of turn. Ominous's family history is personal to him.
I understand. You needn't tell me if you don't want to.
If I were you, I'd be begging for more details.
It's not that I'm not interested, and you can certainly trust me if you want to tell me anything.
Ominous learned dark magic from his parents. Are you familiar with the Cruciatus Curse?
What does the Cruciatus Curse do?
It's known as the Torture Curse, Crucio. It inflicts intense, excruciating pain on the victim. Apparently, his parents and older siblings had no qualms about casting it on muggles for sport. Ominous described the sound of the victim's cries as horrific, so the first time he was asked to cast it himself as a child, he couldn't bring himself to do it. As punishment, his family cast it on him. The anguish was so bad that when asked to cast it again, he relented. I have repeatedly assured Ominous that he did what he had to, but he still hasn't forgiven himself.
How horrible. Poor Ominous, he was only a child. He shouldn't blame himself.
After that incident, the rift between Ominous and his family only grew. That is until I came along. Every moment he isn't at Hogwarts, he's with us in Feldcroft. Ominous trusts me. And more often than not, he winds up listening to me. I'll remind him of that when I follow up about the scriptorium. Watch for my owl. I'll have news soon enough. I'll make Ominous understand. He'll change his mind.
Hayırlısı be kankam.
Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio. Incendio.
O manyak palyaçomsu şey değil mi o? Beni ispiyonlayan. Oğlum çok kinliyim sana bak, uzak dur benden.
grow could be so interesting.
How wonderful to see you again.
I've completed my assignments, Professor.
Pleased to hear it. Professor Weasley will be too. I'll be sure to let her know how well you're coming along.
Thank you, Professor.
Professor Hecat tells me she taught you Levioso, so you should be ready for a more advanced levitation charm. Wingardium Leviosa requires a bit of concentration and a nice, graceful wand movement. Let's see you try your hand at it. When executed correctly, you should be able to pick up boulders as though they were sprigs of sneezewort.
Uçma büyüsün, geldim nesneler ve kalori bir hareket ettirelim. Kontrol edin. F ve Q kullanın. Mesafesini düşününce ayarlamak için E. Oha, bayağı ayarlıyoruz ya.
Well done! Feel free to practice Wingardium Leviosa here in the greenhouse. I've set some crates
Leviosa!
in the next room.
Professor Garlick, a moment of your time?
The plants are resting, so now's as good a time as any.
Apologies, Professor. Perhaps later.
Not to worry. I'll be here if you'd like to
F
talk.
bastım diye oldu bu arada. Geldim Leviosa ayrı mı? Evet. F ve Q. Mesela şuraya alalım.
Wingardium Leviosa!
F itiyor. Bir de B miydi? B çağırıyor.
Wingardium Leviosa!
Okey. Tamam, bunu da öğrendik. Hazır derse katılıyorken dersten devam edelim. Madem derse katıldık, diğer derse de katılalım.
She's written to me in a day. The family house exhausted.
how would you like to learn the knockback jinx flipendo? Once you've completed the necessary tasks, come and find me in the greenhouse.
Tamam, bulurum hocam.
And your reading is The Dragon. That's exciting, I suppose. Perhaps you're due for an adventure.
Ladies,
Professor Shah.
astronomy is not divination. You won't find the mysteries of the cosmos charted out on your palms or at the bottom of your teacups. Alas, the heavens remain hazy to the starry-eyed. Now, if you were to devote yourselves to persistent and painstaking observation, you just might catch a glimpse. With that in mind, please take your telescopes. Tonight we will be on the observation deck. Still don't have your own? You can't be the new student forever, you know. You can share with Mr. Takar.
Here, I can adjust that for you.
No, bring it into focus on your own. Now, I expect all of you to put in your stargazing hours outside of class. Is that clear?
But, Professor, it's freezing out.
Mere cold didn't stop the great stargazers of the past. Look only to the astronomy tables they erected throughout the highlands from which they gazed millennia ago on the very self-same stars above us. Is that clear? Dismissed.
Oh, hello. I'm Amit. We met in potions class. I'm happy to report that we've yet to have any explosions in this class.
Oh, hello, Amit. Nice to see you again.
Did I hear Professor Shaw say that you don't have your own telescope? I have a spare one you could borrow for the rest of term.
That's very kind of you, Amit. Are you sure you won't need it?
I'm certain. It's my old one. I finally got my hands on the new Celestia Contemplar. You've heard of it, I assume? I mean, of course you have. It's only the pinnacle of all personal stargazing implements. But my old model's not too shabby either. Goblin-cut glass, first-rate optical enchantments. Hate to think such a fine instrument is just collecting dust.
Well, Thank you, Amit.
Think nothing of it. Anyway, the telescope's in the storage room right underneath us. You can't miss it. I have some, reading to finish on the lower deck. Come find me there afterwards, and bring the telescope. There's something I want to talk to you about.
Okay.
Tried to put off my stargazing as long as I could. Professor Shah's just about as cold and distant as the bloody stars he wants us to chart.
Not sure what you can learn from these astronomy tables.
Meat thinks he knows everything. Even told me he can speak gobbledygook. Sounded like gibberish to me.
Revelio. This was his old telescope. Looks practically brand new. Incendio!
A pristine night for stargazing. Do not let it be wasted.
Demek buradan geçemiyorum ya. Ay, çok saçma.
The perfect night for... Oh, hello again.
I have the telescope. It's nicer than I had expected.
I would not offer a prospective stargazer a third-rate lunoscope. But there is, something else.
Yes? What is it?
You remember those astronomy tables Shaw was going on about? It just so happens I've been reading up on them a little myself. And it seems there may be one right here at Hogwarts. I believe we could use it to find hidden constellations.
And you need someone to help you find it.
I do. Are you in? No one from the Gobstones Club will go with me. Said they'd rather get spit at by a stone than... Well, they are cowards. Let us get moving while the stars are still out. I'll show you how to use that telescope once we get there. I promise.
Oh, no need to convince me. Let's get going.
Brilliant. You won't regret it. Shall we?
Okay, go. Gidip yıldızları izleyeceğiz. Bak çok romantik bir date bu.
The table is on a castle wall ahead. Look for a stone platform, something that doesn't quite belong. We'll know it when we see it. Onwards we go. Some say the locations of the tables were originally marked by centaurs for ritual stargazing. It is nice having a fellow stargazer to explore with.
Happy to be here. It is good to leave the classroom now and then.
It's not that creepy out here at night, is it? The Gobstones Club are cowards. Here I am, charging ahead. Why don't you lead the way?
If you're sure.
A little foreboding.
A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
Oh, of course.
Wingardium
It's just
Leviosa.
not as tidy as I expected.
Revelio. Accio. Incendio.
More cobwebs. You don't think any spiders might be lurking about?
Oh, no. Not this close to the school limit. Lumos.
The constellation should appear near the center of your view. As soon as you've lined up the telescope, we will be able to fill out our star chart. I was right about the tables. They really are gateways to the far stars, just as the book said. And your contribution was invaluable. Rest assured, you shall be credited in my memoirs one day.
Thank you, Emmett. I look forward to reading them.
And I look forward to writing them. This is only the beginning. You will find more tables like this one throughout the grounds and forest, all beckoning to be discovered by a worthy astronomer. And if I have ever seen one, it's you. Oh, and about my old telescope, don't bother returning it. You should keep it.
That's quite generous. Thank you.
You are welcome. It has goblin-cut glass and a gobbledygook inscription. I'm practically fluent in gobbledygook, you know. It's all in the throat, really, gobbledygook, you know, and how you pronounce your R's. Anyway, glad our adventure was a success. I will see you soon.
Tek başına dönebilecek misin? savaş bilgisinde ve aynı anda kullanın. 1 minute.
Tired of seeing the astronomy tower at night?
1, 2, 3. 3 de var.
What a view.
Tamam, kullanırım. Bir daha savaş bulduğumda kullanacağım. Lütfet zaten yetiştirdim. Tamam, o da kolay. Bunları da geç. Tamam, ana göreve gidiyorum o zaman ben. Ondan önce bir şunlara bakalım. Okey. Buraya en yakın ışınlanabileceğim yer burası. Buradan giderim artık.
Over here. Quietly. I'm glad that you received my owl. We need to stay low and remain quiet.
Natty, what's going on? Why are we all the way out here?
As promised, I did some investigating to find out what Harlow is up to. I followed him to the Hog's Head. I noticed him reading a letter. All I could see was that it was signed by and bore the seal of Victor Rookwood. And one other thing. Harlow mentioned you to his colleagues. They did not mistake you for someone else, did they?
No, they didn't. Rookwood and Harlow are after me.
Why did you lie to me? And what do they want with a Hogwarts student?
Professor Fig told me to keep things quiet, but I know I can trust you, Natty. Rookwood and Harlow want something Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before I came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. The portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
What does that mean?
I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to take in.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it's safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us. And we can help to take them down for good. That letter is the tangible proof that Officer Singer needs. It is why I followed Harlow here and why I wrote to you. I need your help to retrieve it.
I'll help you find the letter, Natty.
I'm glad to hear it. First, we must access the castle keep. I'll check the main gate, see if you can find another way in. I do not see any guards, but we should still try to be as quiet as possible. Harlow is here after all.
Okay. Şöyle bir düzenleyelim. Bunlar tamam da. Bir kere ben bu büyüyü buraya almak istiyorum. Buraya almak istiyorum. Buraya alın, geldim, ne da burada kalsın. Binek kullanamıyorum.
I wonder what that does. Well, that didn't work. Perhaps something with a bit more force. That did it.
Ay yanlış bir pardon.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Levioso! Revelio. I need to find a way into the gatehouse to open the gate for Natty. Lumos.
Abicim niye büyü yapmıyorsun şu an? Basıyorum ve yapmıyor büyü. Aa hiçbir büyü yapmıyor. Neden? Eğilirken büyü yapamıyor. Evet eğilirken büyü yapamıyor. Aa çok saçma.
Dead end. Must be another way in. Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
Bu arada burada
Revelio!
varmış.
That Looks as if it might raise the gate.
Bunu yazmak zorunda olduğuma inanamıyorum ama siz Mind'lar beni dinlemiyorsunuz. Kapıyı iterek açıp patlatmayın. Eğer onu tekrar parçalar yanlış olarak bulursam yemin ederim hiçbir sonumuz olur.
Accio! Pulso!
Ne işe yaradığını anlamadım. İyi döndü falan da ne oldu? Ha, aşağıdaki kapı açılıyor.
Glacius!
Olmadı mı? Bence oldu. Tam o zaman neydi o, bir tane büyü vardı. Ha.
Depulso! Arresto momentum! Wingardium Leviosa! Leviosa! Revelio! Accio! Depulso! Glacius! Arresto momentum! Wingardium Leviosa! Lumos!
Neyse dur bakalım şu aşağı bir ineyim de.
Revelio!
It is frustrating that we do not study apparition until our 6th year. We could get past this gate instantly.
Bu kız tırmanamıyorum yani. Ben tırmanıp çıktığım yerden girse kendisi de olmuyor yani. Açıyorum bir de yani kapıyı. Açıyorum daha kapıyı yani. Kendisi beceremiyor.
Revelio!
Çok saçma ama. Hadi.
Wingardium Leviosa! Depulso! Arresto momentum! Lumos! Wingardium Leviosa!
Şimdi bir dakika.
Depulso!
Wingardium Leviosa. Depulso. Arresto Momentum. Depulso. Arresto Momentum. Depulso. Revelio. Arresto Momentum. Depulso. Arresto Momentum. Accio.
Sabahtan beri yapmaya çalıştığım şey şu. Sabahtır bunu yapmaya çalışıyorum.
I knew
Allah'ım
you could do it.
üzüleceğim.
This way. I will get the door.
Biliyorum böyle olduğunu. Sadece
Hello, Umarım.
bu ikinci seviye kilit açabiliyor, ben açamıyorum.
That is the main keep. My guess is that we'll find Hollow and the letter inside. We'll need to be careful once we get...
I hear them.
My ses galiba. Hoş geldin.
Restrain the beast!
Ya niye vuruyorsunuz hayvana? Yarata. Neyse işte.
Highwing.
Do you know that hippogriff? Very well. New plan. I get the evidence and you free that hippogriff. Agreed? This is our chance. Go!
Olur. Benim de planım oydu.
Blast it! There's got to be another way to get up to the roof.
Zaten
Somewhere.
benim başıma da hep böyle şeyler benim başıma gelir, başka bir
I hope Natty stays out of trouble.
Nothing to function, Aaron, sure, except spiders.
Bunların hepsi benim başıma gelir. Başka birinin başına gelse düşerim zaten.
Revelio.
Oradan giremiyorum şimdi.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Buradan da giremiyoruz.
Revelio.
O kutuyu buraya taşıyabilir miyim acaba? Aklımda deli sorular. Bu hayatta
Not the safest place to sneak into.
Ya gizlisi sence umurumda mı, savaşır öldür? Girelim de biz. Gizliymiş değilmiş çok önemli
I've
değil.
never heard such rubbish in all my life. Think I get more sense out of mooncard stuff.
O kutuyu buraya getirebilir miyim acaba?
Wingardium Leviosa.
Hayatta geçmez oradan ya. İmkan yok oradan geçmesine. Ama böyle aşağı atabilirim. Çok mantıklı.
Wingardium Leviosa. Arresto Momentum.
Şimdi bir dakika, bu kalemimi buraya alayım. Bunu buraya alayım. Seviyorsa orada dursun. Durduran büyüm de burada dursun. İyi böyle iyi.
Focus to tell us.
Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this. Loud as a tiger. Nice drive.
Lumos.
Confringo. How did that feel? Expelliarmus.
Incendio.
Coward.
Leviosa.
Who's this, you?
Bence öldü o yani. Bence ölmüş olması gerekiyor.
Alohomora.
Bence öldü.
Revelio.
Bir şey sorabilir miyim? Ben bunu buradan nasıl alacağım?
Wingardium Leviosa.
Oradan alamıyorum. Kutumu götürsem oraya. Kutudaki kutumu alsam götürsem oralara ne olur?
Revelio. Revelio.
Ben bunu alır götüreyim oraya ya.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Aa. Götüremiyormuşum galiba. Oyun yapımcısı şey dedi bana, bir akıllı sensin. Kanka onu götüremiyorsam ayıptır sonrası, ben nasıl yukarı çıkacağım yani?
Revelio.
Burada kapıdan da bir cacık olmaz.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Bunu gerçekten buradan çekemiyor muyum ben ya?
Leviosa. Accio.
İşlemiyor.
Revelio. I hope Natty's having an easier time of it.
Buradan oraya geçebilir miyim acaba?
Revelio.
Ya sandık kaldı, sandık. Kriz geçireceğim şimdi.
Focus to tell us.
You'll need a drink.
Wingardium Leviosa. Alohomora. Revelio.
I hope Natty's having an easier time of it.
You're going home in a wooden box!
Arrest him.
Incendio. Leviosa. Accio.
Hepsini aşağı attım. Çok mantıklı geldi.
Alohomora.
Biz veterinerde aşı yaptırdık geldik. Sen hala oradasın işte Serap'e. Ne yapayım ya, oynadıkça oynayasım geliyor. Ne yapayım yani?
Revelio. Oh no. Deke was right. We need to save you from these barbarians.
Bunları çantaya mı toplayacağım? Evet.
Everything's all right now.
Sarıyor ya. Teslimat 4 Tuberculosis. Dikkatli olun. 3 mıncıklar göründüklerinden daha zeki ve acımasızlar. Pençelere dikkat edin. 5 de mor kurbağa tutarken daima eldiven takın. 1 testerel görebileceğinizi biliyorum. 2 hipokritler, bir çiftin nereden alınacağına dair bir ipucu var mı? 0 anka kuşu nerede? Anka kuşu arıyorlar bir de.
Revelio.
Paralarını da çalalım da öyle gidelim.
Revelio.
Siri Tuzan'a göz kulak ol, tamam mı? Gizemli bir şekilde ortadan kaybolursam senindir. O yalancı bizim olanı bizden aldı. Ben de alabildiğimi aldım ve buraya sakladım. 20 lanet yıl ve burada 2 haftadır bulunan aptallardan daha iyi davranılmadım. Manfred demiş. Bir şeylerden şikayetçi arkadaş anlaşılan.
Revelio.
Boş ver be, biz de çok şeyden şikayetçiyiz de işte. Yapacak bir şey yok.
Highwing. It's all right. There we go.
There you are.
Come on.
Üstüne binmek istedim.
Hurry.
Stop them! Avada Kedavra!
Ay biliyorum ya. Ama of. Çok
There's the
güzel.
Hogwarts Express. Must be returning from an unscheduled run.
Aa, çok güzel. Sadece kendime bakmak istemiştim.
I wonder if anyone can see us from the castle.
Çok güzel değil mi?
This is amazing!
Ay, keşke başka bir şey
It's
izleseydim.
incredible, isn't it?
Benim bak konuşmuyorum hiç.
How exciting.
Oh, it was exhilarating, wasn't it? I wasn't sure we were going to make it out alive.
There was no need to worry. I had it all under control.
Were you able to find the letter?
Summoned it straight out of Hallow's hands. I will say, I did not expect to see him cast the killing curse at us. He won't forget this. Be on your guard.
Of course. What did the letter say?
That Rookwood's looking for a phoenix. Not sure where he will find one. But it also included Hallow's orders to inspect that castle for the poachers. Enough to connect Hallow to the crimes. I shall deliver the letter to Officer Singer. She'll have to do something when she sees it. Now, tell me, where did you meet these hippogriffs?
I've only met Highwing before. Poppy introduced us.
Poppy Sweeting knows a hippogriff. Of course she does. Poppy will be relieved to know that Highwing's safe. I came to the right person for help. My mother will be worried. I must go. Seek me out soon. I shall have much to tell you.
Ah, çok mutluyum şu an. Fazla güzel değil mi?
I have learned of a wizard who is being harassed by Harlow. He may be able to provide the evidence we need to take Harlow down. We should speak with him together. Meet me at his home.
When you have a moment, please stop by the room of requirement. Deke tells me he has something to share with you.
I assume you have news regarding the goblin you mentioned. Why don't we meet at the map chamber to discuss that and our next steps?
Ah çok güzel.
Let's go! Come on, Highwing!
Bir dakika, tuşlara bakmam lazım.
No need to race now, my friend.
I don't see why everyone has their wand in a knot about the dark arts.
Aa, buradaki şey nerede?
Highwing! Go!
I question anyone teaching defense against dark arts.
Nerede? Evin içinde mi? Işınlanma yeri. Buraya gelmişken ona da bakayım da.
Faster, Highwing!
Of, çok güzel.
Slow down now. There we go.
Evet, burası YouTube için bölüm sonu artık. Çok uzun bir bölüm oldu zaten. Oradan oraya koşturdum ama sonu çok güzeldi. Eğer videoyu beğendiyseniz beğenmeyi, aşağıya yorum yapmayı ve abone olmayı unutmayın. Sonraki bölümde görüşürüz. Öptüm. Bye bye.